Hello, this is Pastor James Hargrave. Welcome back to Greatest Love Ministries. I'm coming out with a very important video that I hope you pay attention to because it's been kind of a confusing time here. But what I believe is going to happen here, it looks like to me, and I'll give you some references for this. But I do believe the throne of the beast, which is Washington D.C., will be destroyed by fire here very, very soon. Perhaps in a few days, perhaps any day, perhaps tomorrow, but very, very soon it will be destroyed by fire. It looks like Donald Trump is the Antichrist and the eighth king. This is what the Bible seems to be saying. The eighth king, which is the next king after Biden, is the beast. So the Bible is clearly calling Donald Trump the beast, which means a dangerous animal. Now, there's different ways maybe you can look at that. I do believe God's going to use Donald Trump to judge the world, but there's more I want to say with that. I think if this crisis hits, or when this crisis hits, this international crisis, the government's going to want, because the government's run by the New World Order and the Satanists, they're going to want to set up this biometric control system, the biometric financial control system. I think Donald Trump's going to sign off on that and support that. So he is the Antichrist if he does that. We have to wait and see here. We have to reserve judgment to see how he responds to this crisis coming. Because right now he's not showing signs, really, of being the Antichrist. But the Antichrist is a deceiver. So this could all be a show. Or perhaps, Donald Trump is just as sinful as everything else. Maybe under the testing of a bomb going off in D.C., he goes off the rails and reacts by going along with setting up a biometric control system out of the belief that he's protecting America or the world from thermonuclear war. However, that's a deception, but I have kind of a sickening feeling in my stomach today. Now, I want to say, I used to think, and I did believe this for many, many years, because you know how I feel about Democrats, because they have godless policies and beliefs and say godless things, and they're anti-Christian, anti-biblical. But I used to think it was Barack Obama, and I know other people did too, but I was wrong. I'll admit it. I was wrong. It was not Barack Obama. And now I'm very, very surprised to see the evidence coming in now of 666, the eighth king, Donald Trump being the eighth king, the beast that he was in office, was now in office, or is so-called, then came out of office, and now he's back in office. And that fulfills Scripture. Scripture describes the beast, the Antichrist, as having gone through that process. And that's Donald Trump did that too. Donald Trump was in office, out of office, back in office. He's also the eighth king, which is the Antichrist. He reigns or rules for a short period of time, which is about 6 months. And that would fit too. Everything's fitting, and it looks like Donald Trump's the Antichrist and the destroyer. Now, I don't know how exactly this plays out, but I believe when the crisis hits, or there's a destruction in D.C., the government, the Antichrist system, will implement this tyrannical system that God's warned us about. And I'm thinking it's Donald Trump is the Antichrist. And I'm thinking, because I know the Masons, I know the New World Order, everything's a setup. So Donald Trump could be a total show and fraud that, he could be the one that sets off the bomb in D.C. in order to implement the New World Order. It could be Donald Trump behind all this. Not that he's really behind it, it's the system, the worldly system, the Satanists as a group that are using Donald Trump, not using him, has Donald Trump on the payroll. Donald Trump's one of them, potentially. Very much clearly could be Donald Trump. Now, I haven't come out and said that because there's not obvious signs of that right now. He's playing a good, he's doing a good show. He's playing the show. He's playing the hand really, really well. But I know these people. Everything's a setup. And I admit, it's looking like I was deceived. Could have been deceived. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm reserving judgment right now. But if the bomb goes off in D.C. very soon, we have to wait and see how Donald Trump reacts to that. What policies he promotes. We have to see what he does. But I'm putting out a warning to get prepared that Donald Trump could betray you. It looks like he could be the betrayer, the Antichrist, the hypocrite. And we'll have to see. With that being said, I'll say goodbye.